97.3 FM.
I'm Dave Packer. Israel's government voting to ratify the first phase of a long-awaited ceasefire in Gaza. The IDF must withdraw its troops to a revised yellow line within a 24-hour period. The move brings Israel and Hamas closer to ending their 2-year-long war. The 20-point peace plan brokered by the Trump administration would begin the process of returning hostages being held in Gaza for over 2 years. ABC's Jordana Miller in Jerusalem.
Now we know that the 20 Israeli hostages that were presumed to be alive are in fact alive, and Hamas is going to turn them over Sunday or Monday. Israel is going to make good and release almost 2,000 Palestinian prisoners.
ABC's Marcus Moore in Tel Aviv.
Here in Hostage Square, this is what this place is known as, and there have been celebrations throughout the day as word has been spreading of progress on a potential ceasefire in Gaza. And I can tell you that the mood here is one of cautious optimism about what could be ahead.
New York Attorney General Letitia James has been indicted on at least one count of alleged fraud. She's now the second political figure in about 2 weeks to face charges after President Trump publicly demanded the Justice Department charges political enemies. The first was former FBI Director James Comey. Letitia James in a video statement.
These charges are baseless, and the president's own public statements make clear that his only goal is political retribution at any cost.
The government shutdown now in its 9th day. A 7th vote to fund the government failed today. In the Senate, it's all beginning to take a toll on government employees.
There is this pressure on House lawmakers to try to pass some kind of temporary funding legislation that wouldn't fund the government, but would at least pay for soldiers and air traffic controllers and other key federal employees that are going to start going without a paycheck as of next week, because that's the next date of the federal pay period.
You're listening to ABC News.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-859-3220. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-859-3220. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-859-3220. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-859-3220 or biglou.com.
President Trump and Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. at a White House cabinet meeting today, repeating claims contradicting multiple studies that found no link between autism and acetaminophen.
They still don't recommend it during pregnancy. That's the weird thing.
They're not recommending it, and that's the company itself. So just don't take it. Don't take it. If you're a woman, don't take it, and don't give it to the baby when the baby's born, and I think that's going to have an impact.
Pope Leo is criticizing how the wealthy live in what he calls a bubble of comfort and luxury while poor people suffer on the margins. ABC's Chuck Sievertson.
The Vatican has released a document titled I Have Loved You, which Pope Francis had begun to write in his final months, but never finished. Leo credits Francis with the text. The document traces the history of Christianity's concern for poor people, from biblical citations to recent preaching about caring for migrants, prisoners, and victims of human trafficking. Leo quotes Francis about the global economy that kills and criticism of trickle-down economics, about the illusion of happiness derived from accumulating wealth.
A federal judge today tossed out a defamation lawsuit rapper Drake brought against Universal Music Group as part of an infamous feud with rival rapper Kendrick Lamar. The judge found alleged libel in Lamar's diss track, Not Like Us, was opinion and rejected the lawsuit. The lawsuit alleged that the track tarnished Drake's reputation. Dave Packer, ABC News.
Offer not valid in all states or where prohibited by law. Loans are subject to lender approval. See website for details.
Honey, the credit card bill came, and we're maxed out.
Maxed out cards, rent is due. We just need some extra cash to help us get by.
Maybe we should go to 27cash.com.
With our bad credit?
27cash.com is one of the largest personal loan networks. They can help people with any type of credit get up to $5,000, and cash can hit our bank account as soon as tomorrow.
When you need extra cash, go to 27cash.com. That's 27cash.com. 27cash.com.
The information and views expressed on the following program are not necessarily the views of this station and Guarantee Media. Content is for entertainment purposes only.
Ralph Sellers Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram presents the Let's Go Fishing Radio Show with Kevin Ford. Brought to you by Bowie Outfitters, Plaquemines Parish Tourism, the Propane Dealers of Louisiana by Campos Marina, St. Bernard Parish Tourism by Demco, CCA Louisiana and the CCA Star Tournament, Okuma Fishing by Mallard Bay, Paloma Lake, Death Grip Jig Heads, Four Horsemen Courts by Miralure, the Chandelier Islander, Avid Boats, and by the Delta Marina. Now let's get you ready for the weekend in the outdoors with your host, Kevin Ford.
And good evening and welcome to the Let's Go Fishing Radio Show. I am Kevin Ford, and we are here every Thursday from 6:05 to 7 p.m. on Talk 107.3 in Baton Rouge, and glad everybody is with us tonight. Beautiful weather we are having here. Hope you can hear me over the music there. But we are hopefully going to have a really pretty weekend out there, which is a good thing. And we are going to have some wind, though, and with the wind, we are going to be dealing with that Friday and Saturday. So we will have the wind out of the northeast on Friday and Saturday, but then Sunday, things are going to start calming down, and it looks like that is going to be a great day to go fishing. So if you are, and still in all on Friday and Saturday, if you can find some cuts in the marsh or get on a lee shoreline, you're going to be able to catch fish. They have been biting. So that's a real good thing. But lots going on, and one of the big things that has come up that probably a lot of people don't know is that the pogie boats are at it again, and they are trying to get closer and closer to the shoreline, and they've got the political clout and the money to probably get this done. So. Another big fight with the pogie boats is about to start, and we're going to take our first time out. When we come back, we're going to join Rad Trasher, CCA director in Louisiana, and Rad is going to tell us all about what's going on with that, and then we'll get to some fishing reports. Marshman Masson returns tonight at 6:50 as well, so it's going to be an action-packed show, and we're glad you're with us, and we will be back with Mr. Rad. So stay with us here on the Let's Go Fishing Radio Show on Talk 107.3 in Baton Rouge.
Hey, Max!
We're looking good.
Yeah!
Buy your new Chevy the easy way.
Wow!
Ralph Sellers Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Whoa!
Ralph Sellers Chevrolet Hyundai.
Yep.
Hey, Max here.
Hey, Max!
On road or off?
Wait, what?
We're saving you money.
That's right.
Our goal, sell you your car, truck, or SUV the easy way.
Yeah!
Oh, it's on at Ralph Sellers.
Right here.
Come walk our lot or go online.
Right now.
You're going to love this.
Ralph Sellers.
Plaquemines Parish, just south of New Orleans, is the premier fishing destination in the country. From bass in the Mississippi River Delta to redfish and speckled trout along the coast to yellowfin tuna and more offshore. Come fish North America's richest estuary. Plaquemines Parish boasts the South's best waterfowl hunting and is an ecotourism paradise. World-class marinas, abundant lodging along the banks of the Mississippi River, great restaurants, and the best licensed charter boat captains in the country are why we want you to visit Plaquemines Parish, where it's not just fishing, it's catching. Visit us at plaqueminesparishtourism.com.
Come to Shell Beach and hook a left at the bridge and see my friends at Campos Marina. They have what you need for your fishing trip and are located in the heart of the best fishing in St. Bernard Parish. And Campos' famous live shrimp come with a guarantee of catching fish or they're going to die trying. Our staff will help get you in and out of the water quickly, and they have lots of parking for your truck and trailer. Fuel, ice, and overnight accommodations are also available. Come to Shell Beach and let the Campo family help you have a fishing trip of a lifetime. Campo's Marina since 1903. Call today at 504-239-6377.
Making memories is what the outdoors is about, and that's our specialty at Saltgrass Lodge in Buras, just 1 hour south of New Orleans. Spend a day with one of our 12 licensed captains catching reds or offshore fishing in the Gulf. Then enjoy some of the best local seafood and Cajun cuisine at our 4-story antebellum-style lodge on the banks of the Mississippi River. Sleep in comfort in one of our luxurious rooms overlooking the river, or relax in our pool and cabanas. Family and corporate packages are available. Book your adventure today at saltgrassoutdoors.com.
Did you hear that? That's the sound of a propane burner starting off another epic tailgate. I'm Miss Louisiana Gabrielle McLeod with some safety messages for your next trip to the ballpark. First, check the tailgating rules at your venue. Most stadiums have strict rules about when, where, and how to tailgate safely. Propane is almost always welcomed outdoors, so make sure your tank is full or bring a spare. For more tips, visit louisianapropane.com.
Talk 107.3 FM.
And welcome back to the Let's Go Fishing radio show on a gorgeous Thursday evening. Looks like it's going to be a really pretty weekend, and except for the wind for the next couple of days. And, well, we just wrapped up another amazing star fishing tournament. Got the Star Awards Banquet coming up, and lots of good things happening. Brad Trasher, CCA Executive Director for Louisiana. But the old pokey boat issue is coming back upon us, and I know it's something that we need to make people aware of now, that they're trying to get a quarter of a mile back and go from a half mile to a quarter mile because they're all starving to death and can't make a living.
No, don't you feel sorry for him? Kevin, look, thanks for having me on. It is, we do have a Star Awards Banquet next week. I'm actually at Live Oak Arabians right now for the Wildlife and Fisheries Foundation Wild Night, and then we will be here with about 4 times the crowd next week, giving away all the prizes from the Star Tournament and having a big time. But obviously, yes, my focus has shifted to the pokey industry. And for your listeners that don't know, in 2024, we unfortunately were given a deal that included a half-mile buffer around the state where they could not fish. It was not great. We were looking for at least a mile, but it was a deal that had to be struck to make it go away from a political standpoint, and so we took it. And unfortunately, last Thursday, the chairman of the commission decided that he was going to direct the staff to come up with a notice of intent to reduce those regulations. And when that happened, frankly, I'll kind of break the news tonight. We're going to release a bunch of things tomorrow, but they basically took most of the buffer and turned it from a half a mile to a quarter mile. And frankly, it's just unacceptable. There's no reason for it. There's no data for it. All it is about trying to pad a couple companies' pockets, and the Louisiana citizens and the anglers of Louisiana are going to pay the price for it.
Yeah, and I think, Red, what we need to do is, be honest with people, and without taking personal shots. But politics and money are 2 very important things, and unfortunately, the politicians many of them, and the money is not on our side. So this is going to have to be a grassroots fight against these people, because, quite frankly, the people in charge are not on our side.
Well, look, I mean, at the end of the day, you're fighting a giant industry that is very incredibly profitable, that has a lot to lose, right? And so obviously they spend a fortune on lobbying and campaigns, and they've been taking out full-page ads in every major newspaper in the state for the last 6 months. We don't have that ability, but the one thing we do is to be able to talk to the anglers and to the people that this affects, and we're going to get the word out. It's coming tomorrow. We want to educate the public of what's going on, what's at stake, and how to get involved. But frankly, you're exactly right. From the grassroots standpoint, we need to rally the troops and make our voices heard, and get after them. So it is going to be a fight, and I don't even have great expectations, but what I do have is I know how to do it, and we're going to let everybody know how to help us.
Yeah, and I think I think being honest with people, Rad, by saying that they've got their army's a little bit bigger than our army, but maybe our army has more heart. I mean, I think
our army is a lot bigger than theirs.
Yeah,
we just might not have the same
I'm talking
firepower.
about their ammunition. I'm talking about their ammunition that they have to fire. The ammunition, I should say, that they have to fire. So I think it's instead of saying, oh, we're gonna take this down and we're gonna beat it, we're gonna do this and we're gonna do that. I think it's like we're talking. It's fair to say this is an uphill battle as it has been from day one, and it's not because the conservation groups like CCA, the TRCP, and all of those groups that have been fighting this and spending lots of money and lots of man hours fighting this. It's not like we're not doing anything. It's just that we are fighting people that have they have a lot of politicians and they have a lot of money, and when that happens, it puts you behind the eight ball.
Yeah, well, look, I mean, the big thing everybody needs to know is, we fought it. We went through the legislature multiple rounds. We've been through commissions. We've been through oversight. We've done it all, and we were handed a deal. We didn't like it. Nobody liked it. Frankly, the industry didn't like it either. But it was a compromise. It was a deal, and we upheld our end of the bargain. We said a half mile will work. We did the bycatch study, and we did not, give these guys a hard time about what they're doing to our resources and everything else. We upheld our end of the bargain. What happened last Thursday was them breaking that deal, and that's why our leadership is not happy about it. And there's going to be a lot of people hearing about it very shortly.
Yeah. Now, to make this change, does the commission, is it the Wildlife and Fisheries Commission that can make this change on their own, or does it have to go to the legislature? Or so if they do change it to a quarter mile, what is the legal process to get that done?
So yes, they can pass it through the commission. So the industry has presented what they want, and that will come out as an NOI. I talked to the secretary earlier, and he will be presenting that to the public very shortly. They're working on some maps and some different details about it. And people will be able to voice their opinions. But if they decide to pass it, it is passed. It will go to public comment, and then they can certify it or ratify it within, I think, 90 days. Now, the other caveat to that is it can fall to the legislature for oversight. So we'll have multiple shots at this apple, but as you alluded to earlier, it's an uphill battle kind of anywhere you go. And so whether people like it or not, they're going to hear a lot from the folks at CCA and others. This is going to take a group effort. I don't care if you're a CCA member or not. You care about our coast and care about our fishery. This is something you need to get engaged with.
Right. And, this is something that I can say, and I will express my opinion here. We haven't had much luck as far as conservation with the last two administrations, even though one's Democrat, one's Republican. And in my opinion, I don't think that Jeff Landry has taken the side of recreational fishing. And that being said, he is the one that appoints the commissioners on the commission that are going to be voting on this. So if you add 2 + 2, you don't get 4. If you're reading between the lines about what I'm saying here, so I'm not asking you to say anything. But,
yeah, I can't go that far. The one thing I will tell your listeners, Kevin, is this department didn't ask for it.
Right.
This department, the people that work in that building on Quail Drive did not ask for this, and frankly, they're not happy about it either. And it shows. They understand what a bad situation this is, and frankly, we have a incredible relationship with those folks, and frankly, it's probably the best administration in the Wildlife and Fisheries Department that we've ever had.
Oh yeah,
And,
no. I wasn't talking, and you're making a good point, Red.
I know, but everybody needs to know that.
Yeah.
This is a commission-driven
commission. And it's different. The commission is different from the staff.
Yes, and the secretary and the assistant secretary and all the biologists. Look, I've been in meetings between Tyler and Ryan Montague and Chris Sheebley and Jason Adrians and the whole bunch. They don't want this NOI any more than anybody else does, but they are given a directive. They work at the pleasure of the commission, and the commission introduced this, and so here we go. And so once again, I would. Frankly, I thought this afternoon the cat would already be out of the bag, but was not because of some technical difficulties at my office, and so we're kind of breaking the news tonight. But I would stay tuned. You're going to hear a lot of partners, a lot of fishermen, and a lot of concerned conservationists throwing an absolute fit here in the next couple days.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm glad you brought that up because I could have been a little bit misleading with that. Do not blame the people that work in that building on Quail Drive. It has nothing to do with them. They just work there. And like you said, the commission is ultimately, the commissioners are going to vote on this, and they're going to be the ultimate people that make this decision. Now, obviously, behind the scenes, they're going to be, kind of pushed one way or the other. But those are the people that are going to make the decisions. And so, Red, I guess people need to look tomorrow. I mean, what do they need to look out for from CCA tomorrow when you get all this stuff released and just kind of
you won't be able to hide from it. There's going to be social media. There's going to be emails. Once again, we're going to call attention to what has happened and ask for their help. And that help will be to contact the commissioners and let them know where we stand. After that, we'll see where this goes. It's going to be a long 3 weeks until the NOI is presented on November 6th. I'll tell your listeners, mark your calendars. If you're free, come to the commission meeting at Quail Drive at 9:30 in the morning on November 6th. Have your voices heard. The only way we're going to steer this thing is with a whole lot of people speaking up. So that's the game plan. But it's a moving target, and frankly, if you welcome it, my guess is I'd like to talk to your audience a lot in the near future.
Oh, we're going to be talking every week about this. But hey, look, let's end tonight on a good note because next Thursday is the awards banquet, and it is like the most awesome place in the world at Live Oak Arabian. So real quick, let everybody know what they can expect and how we can get involved and get tickets and tables and all that good stuff.
Well, easy. Go to ccalouisiana.com, but don't hesitate to give me a call. And by the way, the guy walking up to me is one of my great friends. He is the Secretary of Wildlife and Fisheries, Mr. Tyler Bosworth. I'm on the phone with Kevin Ford. Say hello.
Hello, Mr. Ford. How are you?
Hello.
So don't hesitate to call the office, 225-952-9200.
That's my number.
No, we already gave that earlier in the Poggi interview. But anyway, so come see us at the CCA Star Banquet.
All right, it sounds like a winner, buddy, and we appreciate it and all the work. And look, for everybody out there, no matter what you do, we want you to be a CCA member. But even if you're not a CCA member, and this is something that you have to get involved in. And if it means something to you fishing down here, you're going to have to do your part. Every little bit helps. And Brad, enjoy the rest of your night, buddy. And we'll talk to you and see you next week.
Sounds good.
All right. That's Brad Trasher, CCA Executive Director in Louisiana. And, the Poggi boats are fighting. So we'll take a time out and come back with Robbie Campo's Marina. And Robbie will give us some good news, we hope. So stay with us here on the Let's Go Fishing Radio Show on Talk 107.3 in Baton Rouge.
This is Don Dubuque asking you to join me as a member of the Coastal Conservation Association. For 30 years, CCA has worked in Louisiana to conserve our incredible fisheries, making sure that our fishing is great today and for generations to come. Whether looking out for redfish and specks, eliminating gill nets, building reefs across the coast, or work at the state capitol and in D.C., CCA is doing what's best for the fish and the sport we love so much. Your $30 membership will ensure that this work and our great fishing endures well into the future. Go to ccalouisiana.com and join CCA today.
Camp Connex, located in Shell Beach, provides luxurious accommodations mere steps from the water's edge. The lodge boasts a fully equipped kitchen, 3 cozy bedrooms, a spacious living area, and an outdoor area with reliable Wi-Fi. Unwind on our inviting deck, where you can grill or boil your fresh catch in the outdoor cooking space. For boat owners, Camp Connex offers a nearby boat slip just a short walk from the lodge. Whether you're planning a family weekend escape or a corporate retreat, we warmly welcome both groups. Situated within view of Campo's Marina, the lodge is perfectly positioned near some of Louisiana's finest inshore saltwater fishing. To learn more, check out campconnex.com. That's CONEX.com.
Delta Marina in Empire is back and better than ever. We have everything you need for your next fishing trip. The cabins have been completely renovated, and you can keep your boat on the water at night. The store is stocked with fishing tackle, drinks, beer, ice, and snacks, and live shrimp are available daily. Delta Marina has on-the-water gas and diesel and features a double-wide back-down and plenty of parking for your truck and trailer. And if you're hosting an event, Delta Marina has a covered pavilion for entertainment. Like us on Facebook or call 504-657-5116.
Joe's Bakery Baton Rouge is a family-owned micro bakery that specializes in cupcakes, pies, and specialty items including vanilla cheesecake, brownies, and their signature pecan pie bars. Joe's Bakery strives to bring you the best from scratch homemade desserts made with family recipes and quality ingredients. From birthdays to holidays, corporate events to just having a sweet tooth, Joe's Bakery can satisfy all your bakery needs. To see their full line of menu items and to place an order, visit joesbakerybr.com, where they're spreading happiness one bite at a time.
Talk 107.3 FM.
And we're back on. It's the Fishing Radio Show. Robbie Campo joining us from Campo's Marina. Robbie, how are you, brother?
Kevin, I'm doing wonderful. Winds finally starting to calm down a little bit, so that's great.
Yeah, it looks like it's supposed to be windy for the next couple of days, but you said that the fishing has been pretty darn good, and if we have that wind that's predominantly out the east-northeast, some of those spots in Lake Barn are going to be fishable this for the next couple of days.
Well, you know, Kevin, usually at this time of the year, the month of October, we see east-northeast winds, especially on the full moons. We see east-northeast winds. We get high tides at night, and the tide falls on the day. So what that means is that's good for the fishermen. You guys get out there, and if you start fishing and catch those fish along those eastern shorelines or any place that has any drains that's draining out, it's usually 99% of the time it's really good for redfish in the beginning. But the trout are showing up. We're starting to see more trout than I have been seeing. We're starting to see more of those 16, 17, 18-inch fish that we hadn't been seeing. So that's really exciting. Still a lot of throwbacks, Kevin. I can't do nothing about them, but we're starting to see those 12 and 7/8 and those fish that was right on that borderline making that cut, that 13 1/4 inches now. So just a couple cold fronts, I believe we're going to be made in the shade.
Yeah, and and that's a good thing. And like you said, you don't have to go far from home, and it's you're going to start seeing some fish move closer in the channel, and they'll move. Literally right now, you can catch speckled trout. You can take a 10-minute boat ride from Campo's, and you're in speckled trout. So that's not a bad deal.
No, you're right, Kevin, and the eastern shoreline's close. Anywhere from Yankees Ditch, St. Malo, Bayou Sioux, going around the eastern shoreline all the way to Bayou Biloxi. I think it's going to be really, really soon that this takes off around that Lake Eugene area. They're starting to see some trout showing up in that northern marsh out there. So I think it's just going to be a matter of time, man. I would say a first good cold front we get plenty white trout up over those oyster reefs, Kevin. Seeing plenty really decent white trout, like 14, 15-inch white trout. So I'm excited about the fall, man. I'll tell you, I can't wait for the first really good cold snap to get here, to get this fishing turned on, and man, I think we're just going to have a phenomenal fall.
Yeah, I think we are. I think we are too. And from the reports that we've gotten this week, with the fish starting to move inside, tons of redfish. It doesn't. All the signs are looking positive, looking in the right direction, and that is that's a wonderful thing this time of year. And hopefully hopefully it's going to be really, really good here, especially when you get to Saturday afternoon and Sunday, when the winds are going to calm down and the water goes out. And I did see a video somebody put on the road where they had all those stormmen swimming across the road a few days ago. So y'all had some high water.
Yeah, we had extremely high tides down here. The Florissant road that we come in on every morning, it was underwater for a couple of days. That water has receded, so it's we're back to pretty much normal tides right now. So and now we're dealing with that black water coming out of the swamps. That'll take about a week to clean up. And I tell you, Kevin, again, we're looking up and we're looking positive, and I can't wait for it to get here. And if you come in fishing, remember, you hook the left at the drawbridge and come on down and see us at Camp Rose.
All right, give us the phone number if they need to get in touch with you.
And you can call us at area code 504-239-6377, or you can call us at area code 504-239-5165.
All right, my brother. Well, you have a great weekend, and we will talk to you soon, my friend.
Yes, sir. Bye-bye.
All right, we'll come back with David Cavell with our freshwater report, and that's coming up next on the Let's Go Fishing radio show here on Talk 107.3 in Baton Rouge.
Hey, Max.
We're looking good.
Yeah.
Buy your new Chevy the easy way.
Wow.
Ralph Sellers, Chrysler Dodge Jeep, Ram.
Whoa.
Ralph Sellers Chevrolet, Hyundai.
Yep.
Hey, Max here.
Hey, Max.
On road or off?
Wait, what?
We're saving you money.
That's right.
Our goal, sell you your car, truck, or SUV the easy way.
Yeah.
Oh, it's on at Ralph Sellers.
Right here.
Come walk our lot or go online.
Right now.
You're going to love this.
Ralph Sellers.
Just minutes from the Crescent City, St. Bernard is New Orleans' most historic neighbor. Savor our southern flair for cooking, from the freshest catch of the day to Louisiana's spicy Creole favorites. Experience our abundant fishing with some of the nation's most generous catch limits. In St. Bernard, you can stroll the fields of the Battle of New Orleans and relive the historic conflict. And there's always a party where festivals celebrate our unique spirit and culture. Discover St. Bernard and let history be your guide.
Joe's Bakery Baton Rouge is a family-owned micro-bakery that specializes in cupcakes, pies, and specialty items including vanilla cheesecake, brownies, and their signature pecan pie bars. Joe's Bakery strives to bring you the best from scratch, homemade desserts made with family recipes and quality ingredients. From birthdays to holidays, corporate events to just having a sweet tooth, Joe's Bakery can satisfy all your bakery needs. To see their full line of menu items and to place an order, visit joesbakerybr.com, where they're spreading happiness one bite at a time.
Making memories is what the outdoors is about, and that's our specialty at Saltgrass Lodge in Buras, just 1 hour south of New Orleans. Spend a day with one of our 12 licensed captains catching reds or offshore fishing in the Gulf. Then enjoy some of the best local seafood and Cajun cuisine at our 4-story antebellum-style lodge on the banks of the Mississippi River. Sleep in comfort in one of our luxurious rooms overlooking the river, or relax in our pool and cabanas. Family and corporate packages are available. Book your adventure today at saltgrassoutdoors.com.
Talk 107.3 FM.
And welcome back to the Let's Go Fishing radio show here on Talk 107.3 in Baton Rouge. Time now for our freshwater report with Dave Cavell. And Dave, how are you this evening?
Doing great, Kevin. We're over here at the Golden Nugget with the Blue Cross Conference, and maybe I'll win an award tonight. Who knows? We'll see.
Well, I hope you do, Dave. I hope you do. I know last year when you were at the Blue Cross Conference, you caught fish outside.
Yep, and they just had a guy that just pulled up here, and I'm not making no this crazy story. We're sitting here on the Calcasieu River, and he was sitting in front of the beach, throwing a little
shrimp imitation out. Caught 5 trout. I just talked to him, and so things are looking up. Things are moving in, and I think last week it was a Venice no-go, and I think this week is a Venice go-go. So,
well, I like that. That's that's catchy, Dave.
Yeah, it is, and they are starting to catch some pretty decent trout as well. I know we're here for freshwater, but on those eastern passes coming in, Maine and Octave and things of that nature, some buddies of mine caught some pretty decent trout yesterday. Don't know exactly which point, but we can figure all that out. We all know the ones they like to hang around. So, and the bass bite is turned on in the last day or two. The water's still a little high from that east wind this weekend, but it's by tomorrow it should be back to normal, and by Saturday it's going to be probably a little below normal, and by Sunday it's just going to be lights out. So I'd get down there if I could, but I might go down Sunday depending on how I feel after Saturday night, and I might make a Sunday, Monday trip if I can, or just a Monday trip. My buddy Josh from Massachusetts came down. And but hey, locally things are doing pretty good too. We had they had a performance industries tournament this weekend. Yesterday we finished 4th and had second big bass, and first I forgot who won it, but Steve Galata and his buddy were second, and so it was a good little tournament, good turnout, 70-80 boats, and good payout, and the weights were way down, size-wise, but it seemed like everybody caught a few fish. I mean, we caught probably 15 or 20 during the day, and on the Chapel Basin side, the guys that did go on the Lake Red side, they really struggled. It was pretty terrible on that side, but I think a lot of that had to do with that east wind. I think the east side will be probably pretty good this weekend with the north wind because it's more tide dependent than the spillway side. They're both tide dependent, but the Lake Red side, if everything's going backwards, they just kind of shut down. So that's what I would, those areas have been good. And in Chapel Basin, the best areas have been way down south, kind of around Flat Lake. Also dead in the central of the Chapel Basin around Bayou Pigeon and Cross Bayou. Those have been really the most productive, it seems. That's the area we fish. And going a little further north, it's kind of just been a little slow. Now, for those that want to go to Henderson, my neighbor went yesterday, him and his buddy, and they had a really, really good trip. They didn't catch a whole lot of big ones, but they caught a lot of fish. I mean, it's kind of like shooting fish in a barrel right now with the way things, they're just drawing that thing down like they do every year. And it's kind of like shooting fish in a barrel. So just go out there and find you some points and find you some logs or big stumps on each point and throw you a little crankbait or a top water on them. And some points will have no fish, and some will have a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, that's a good thing to do, and I'm excited about what's coming up, dude. I mean, I really am. I think it's going to be real good, and I wonder what all that high water, like in Delacroix and those areas that get all that high water, and then Robbie was talking about that black water draining out. How long does it take that to kind of recover for those marsh bass?
Sometimes when we have like those big east winds that actually blows the bad water, like the muddy water, into the back of the pond. So when you may not have black water as much as you'll have muddy water coming out of the ponds, and you'll have more of a cleaner situation out in the main canals and the main passes. So not sure if that's going to happen this weekend, but we do know what is going to happen is it's going to be a lot of bait draining. There's some good reports also coming out of Bayou Black. For those that don't want to go to Venice and kind of want to stay close and have a really fun trip, Bayou Black is a very, very, very good option right now for those that want to kind of stay in the marshy areas and catch a lot of fish. The fish are going to just be around drains and points. I mean, it's just going to be kind of, I'm not going to say it's going to be like taking candy from a baby, but it could be like taking candy from Kevin Ford.
Well, it'd be like you on Halloween night taking candy from little kids that are passing your house. When you scare them and you're going to take their candy.
Yeah, I'm going to beat them with a pillow sack. That's right. Let's go.
Oh, yeah, I mean, no doubt in my mind, Dave. I mean, I've seen you get tossed out of every restaurant in Orlando, Florida, and there's no doubt in my mind.
Yep, but I think fishing's just going to get better and better, though, Kevin. I really do. I just think that that little depression or whatever that little thing was we had this weekend just drove a lot of bait in, and I can even see right here in the Calcasieu River. I'm watching shrimp pop in, and just a lot of things going on in here, even with a north wind blowing pretty hard.
Yeah, and it's and look. One thing I know this is a freshwater report, but don't forget October 15th through December 1st, we are out of the flounder. So you cannot keep flounders. So that's October 15th is what, next Wednesday, something like that.
Yeah,
close
Wednesday
enough.
or Thursday for sure.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Sure is.
So yeah, be aware of that. So if you want to go flounder fishing, you better go do it right now because time is running out to. Time is running out to do that. So, but other than that, Dave, your prediction on the football game. I know most people tune into this show, the three that do, to hear your prediction on football for the weekend.
Kevin, I know 3 people myself that are listening. I already had 3 texts while we were on the phone, so there's at least 6 people.
Wow, that's a great audience tonight. I need to get on the flash of tape.
But no,
sure.
I think as far as Tigers go, hey, those that want to come by my tailgate, Crew of Happy Hour right there, Dow Rimple by the big oak tree where the band comes out, by Greek Theater and Broussard Hall. They're more than welcome to come hang out with us and talk fishing and drink a beer. But as far as the game goes this weekend, I'm thinking things are going to turn up a little bit. Hopefully, they get a little meanness in them, and I'm looking at 34-19 Tigers.
34?
Yeah.
All right,
defense
Dave,
is going to score 3 touchdowns, and they're going to kick 2 field goals, and then the offense is going to score 1 touchdown. 34 points.
Okay, Dave. If LSU
How about
scores
that?
34 points this weekend, I'll wash your boat.
Oh, it's dirty.
No, I'll wash it.
All right,
They don't
good
score
deal.
34 points this weekend, you buy me lunch.
Sounds good. I'm going to buy you lunch anyway, Kevin. You've always been a great friend and a great customer, and I look forward to talking to you every week. And
Well,
maybe,
I'll be damned if I'm gonna. I'll be
we'll
damned if I'm gonna wash your boat anyway. So I can just
We'll
tell you
take
that right now. So you
we
better
need
hope
to
they
take that.
score 34
Yeah.
points.
We need to take that Busby Rat boat and go film a show here in the next few weeks.
We need to do it. All right, Dave
Yep.
Cavell, Freshwater Fishing Report. He says LSU scoring 34 points in the game, and that's why he's on the radio talking about fishing and not sports. All right, we'll come back and talk with Travis Miller, Miller Time Fishing Charters, coming up next on the Let's Go Fishing radio show on Talk 107.3 in Baton Rouge.
This is Don Dubuque asking you to join me as a member of the Coastal Conservation Association. For 30 years, CCA has worked in Louisiana to conserve our incredible fisheries, making sure that our fishing is great today and for generations to come. Whether looking out for redfish and specks, eliminating gill nets, building reefs across the coast, or work at the state capitol and in D.C., CCA is doing what's best for the fish and the sport we love so much. Your $30 membership will ensure that this work and our great fishing endures well into the future. Go to ccalouisiana.com and join CCA today.
Plaquemines Parish, just south of New Orleans, is the premier fishing destination in the country. From bass in the Mississippi River Delta to redfish and speckled trout along the coast to yellowfin tuna and more offshore. Come fish North America's richest estuary. Plaquemines Parish boasts the South's best waterfowl hunting and is an ecotourism paradise. World-class marinas, abundant lodging along the banks of the Mississippi River, great restaurants, and the best licensed charter boat captains in the country are why we want you to visit Plaquemines Parish, where it's not just fishing, it's catching. Visit us at plaqueminsparishtourism.com.
Camp Connex, located in Shell Beach, provides luxurious accommodations mere steps from the water's edge. The lodge boasts a fully equipped kitchen, 3 cozy bedrooms, a spacious living area, and an outdoor area with reliable Wi-Fi. Unwind on our inviting deck, where you can grill or boil your fresh catch in the outdoor cooking space. For boat owners, Camp Connex offers a nearby boat slip just a short walk from the lodge. Whether you're planning a family weekend escape or a corporate retreat, we warmly welcome both groups. Situated within view of Campo's Marina, the lodge is perfectly positioned near some of Louisiana's finest inshore saltwater fishing. To learn more, check out campconnex.com. That's CONEX.com.
Did you hear that? That's the sound of a propane burner starting off another epic tailgate. I'm Miss Louisiana Gabrielle McLeod with some safety messages for your next trip to the ballpark. First, check the tailgating rules at your venue. Most stadiums have strict rules about when, where, and how to tailgate safely. Propane is almost always welcomed outdoors, so make sure your tank is full or bring a spare. For more tips, visit louisianapropane.com.
Talk 107.3 FM.
And we're back on the Let's Go Fishing radio show on this gorgeous Thursday evening. T. Miller, Travis Miller joining us now. And Travis is at a cheerleading competition. And I know, Travis, to take your eyes off of that for 3 or 4 minutes is probably going to kill you, but thank you for the sacrifice. Whoops. Can you hear me?
Yep. Can you hear me?
All right.
You got me?
Yeah, I got you now.
Okay.
Got you now.
I said I'm done. I did my daddy duty. I watched the 1 minute dance, and now I'm headed home. So worked out great.
All right. So we had the big front come through, had a lot of high water. So, and we're supposed to have a lot of wind the next 2 days. So what do you think the weekend has in store for Dularge?
Ooh, it blew its tail off today. I didn't think it was going to blow as hard as it did, but it shifted me to go red fishing, and it was a grind. I mean, I had 2 guys. We caught 11 and a few puppy drum, but a couple of those reds didn't quite make the cut. So, and then we caught a bunch of throwbacks trout under birds. I stopped on one flock of birds in Michon, and I sat there for 30 minutes and just, I might have been able to squeak 3 or 4 to make the cut, but it was the guy's second day. And I mean, yesterday we absolutely smashed the white trout in this. We didn't kill the speckled trout, but we had 23, which actually has been one of the better numbers in about the last month I've seen. So, and then we also saw quite a few throwbacks, which we haven't been seeing that many either, unless you find birds. So I kind of feel like this weekend could be a little challenge just with the wind. I mean, really, Sunday's the only calm day. Tomorrow's going to blow, and then Saturday looks like it's going to blow too. And it's going to cool down. So I kind of think next week, I really think it's going to kick off to where we're going to actually see a lot more speckled trout, not just white trout.
Yeah, I was going to ask you if you think this is just going to kind of be the catalyst to get everything started.
I have to think, just after yesterday, all our guides caught more specks than we've been catching. So and then even the white trout that we caught yesterday seemed bigger than they had been. So I don't know if they're finally just kind of showing up in the masses. So I'm looking forward to it. You know, not that we haven't. I mean, the poor white trout have just been getting punished. I mean, they have been at least there to help us out get through our days. And then what we've been doing too is catching some puppy drum in some of the crab holes. And today I didn't do any crab. I just did the shrimp under a cork and did some of the green hornet matrix. And like I said, we didn't smash the redfish, but you know, you catch a point here or there, you know, catch 2 or 3 on a point. So it's kind of like I had to move around. I visited quite a few places around Dularge before we called it a day.
Let me ask you this question, and somebody was saying it a little bit earlier, and I don't think, is it late this year? Did you find that the trout, do you find it's late? Things are kicking off a little bit later?
It feels later, but I think it's more of a traditional transition. Like when I first started in Dularge like 20 years ago, it kind of was like this. A lot of times you wouldn't really speckle trout fish until mid-October. But in so many years, we've had storms that typically kick it off. There's a bunch of shrimp in the marsh. So we haven't had a good flushing of the marsh. And I really think that's a kicker, because just the other day it was blowing, and it was over the weekend. It was windy. It was rainy. I had to tuck my tail out, and there were some birds diving, and not that we smashed the trout, but I mean, off the one flock of birds, we caught 5 keeper trout, another handful of white trout, and then a good number of throwbacks. So, and they were eating shrimp. So, I think these fish are just very spread out right now. And if we could get this front, if it could push some water out, cool the water down, I think it's going to be a traditional fall that we will see. It's just like I said, this year we didn't have the storm. We didn't have anything to kick it off.
Right. All right, buddy. Well, if folks want to book a trip with you, tell us how we can get in touch with Miller Time Fishing Charters.
Yep, just give me a call at 985-981-6434 or on the web, Miller-Time Fishing Charters.
All right, buddy. Have a great weekend. I'm glad you survived the cheerleading competition, and we'll talk to you in a couple of weeks.
Thanks, bud. We'll talk to you later.
All right, we'll come up with our final segment. Marshman Nassau and Todd Masson coming up next on the Let's Go Fishing radio show, so stay with us.
Joe's Bakery Baton Rouge is a family-owned micro-bakery that specializes in cupcakes, pies, and specialty items including vanilla cheesecake, brownies, and their signature pecan pie bars. Joe's Bakery strives to bring you the best from scratch, homemade desserts made with family recipes and quality ingredients. From birthdays to holidays, corporate events to just having a sweet tooth, Joe's Bakery can satisfy all your bakery needs. To see their full line of menu items and to place an order, visit joesbakerybr.com, where they're spreading happiness one bite at a time.
Hey, Max.
We're looking good.
Yeah.
Buy your new Chevy the easy way.
Wow.
Ralph Sellers, Chrysler Dodge Jeep, Ram.
Whoa.
Ralph Sellers Chevrolet, Hyundai.
Yep.
Hey, Max here.
Hey, Max.
On road or off?
Wait, what?
We're saving you money.
That's right.
Our goal, sell you your car, truck, or SUV the easy way.
Yeah.
Oh, it's on at Ralph Sellers.
Right here.
Come walk our lot or go online.
Right now.
You're going to love this.
Ralph Sellers.
Come to Shell Beach and hook a left at the bridge and see my friends at Campos Marina. They have what you need for your fishing trip and are located in the heart of the best fishing in St. Bernard Parish. And Campos' famous live shrimp come with a guarantee of catching fish or they're going to die trying. Our staff will help get you in and out of the water quickly, and they have lots of parking for your truck and trailer. Fuel, ice, and overnight accommodations are also available. Come to Shell Beach and let the Campo family help you have a fishing trip of a lifetime. Campos Marina since 1903. Call today at 504-239-6377.
Just minutes from the Crescent City, St. Bernard is New Orleans' most historic neighbor. Savor our southern flair for cooking, from the freshest catch of the day to Louisiana's spicy Creole favorites. Experience our abundant fishing with some of the nation's most generous catch limits. In St. Bernard, you can stroll the fields of the Battle of New Orleans and relive the historic conflict. And there's always a party where festivals celebrate our unique spirit and culture. Discover St. Bernard and let history be your guide.
Talk 107.3 FM.
And we're back on our final segment of the show tonight, but saving the best for absolutely last, Marshman Masson, who has been on assignment for the last couple of weeks. And Todd, I'm going to tell you, our tiny audience that we have on this radio show got even smaller, which is hard to believe with you not on it. So welcome back.
Yeah, Kevin, good to be back. Yeah, under the weather a little bit for a few weeks, but back and better than ever, and looking forward to doing a ton of fall fishing.
Well, you had an opportunity to do a little bit of fishing earlier this week out of Shell Beach, out of Campos Marina.
I sure did. I went Tuesday of this week. I took a young man named Gage Almer, 15-year-old kid, very, very good fisherman. We went, Kevin, I was wrong. I thought what would have happened with all that east wind, all that high water we had last weekend is that the outside trout would have transitioned more completely into those inside waters. What I found was that really wasn't the case, or at least in the areas that we hit, tons and tons and tons of 12 to 13-inch speckled trout, just all you want. I mean, just all you want. But literally, I think we call it one over 13. That's it. So you would think that's a terrible trip. That's some bad news. No, actually, it's some good news, because the insane redfish action continues. I'm happy to report it's been so good for the past, I don't know, maybe 6 months or so. and it's still just absolutely outstanding. The redfish are everywhere, and they are 18 to 22 inches, almost exclusively. Caught a few, maybe 3 or 4 that were like 14 inches. Didn't catch any between 14 and 18. Actually, almost all the fish we caught were like 20, 21. Just really, really perfect redfish, the size that are fun to catch, very, very good to eat, and very plentiful. Quickly get your limits, and then play catch and release. Hot baits by far. Actually, didn't get a bite until I switched to a gold spinner, and then they were just absolutely munching it. And my gold spinner broke after a few fish, and I thought I had a bunch, didn't have any others, and so I switched to that Bill Lewis ATV crankbait that I've been using so much lately, and it was lights out. They were crunching that as well. So if you go, bring those 2 baits, look for bait in the water, and look for pretty water, although you won't have to look hard for pretty water. It's pretty much everywhere in that Shell Beach area. Man, just, get in those shallow ponds and you will catch some redfish, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's everything is about to kick off right now, and I think before too long we're going to be seeing those fish in Venice, and we're already seeing redfish and flounder. Of course, you can see flounder through until Wednesday of next week, and then that shuts down. But this is gonna. I think one day, all of a sudden, it's just gonna just be on fire for people.
Yes, I could not agree more. Hopefully, it happens after the cool temps of this weekend. We're supposed to, in some areas, get into the 50s. It's going to warm right back up next week, but hopefully those cooler temps will inspire some more keeper-sized speckled trout to move inside. It's going to happen. We're right on the edge. It's going to be just a fantastic fall. So many 12 to 13-inch fish around, and as we talk about a lot, those fish are gorging themselves right now. White shrimp are absolutely everywhere. And so those fish grow extremely quickly, and those 12 to 13-inch fish, that I was catching this week, within just literally a few days, a couple of weeks at most, are going to be legal fish. So you have kind of those inside fish growing into that legal size, and then you also have outside fish coming in to join them. So it's kind of the double whammy, and fishing. It's going to be a great November. There's no doubt about that. We just need to avoid any severe cold fronts in November, which we sometimes do get. It's kind of rare in South Louisiana, but every now and then we get some really, really cold weather in November. If we don't get that, it's going to be just fantastic. So hopefully that happens.
Yeah, I hope that happens. And and obviously you and I talked about it a little bit earlier, and but we had Rad on earlier, and the CCA is about to put a whole bunch of stuff out tomorrow on the pogie boat industry, going back on their deal. And and one thing I did find out, Todd, the legislature, it's the Wildlife and Fisheries Commission, not the staff, but the commission that can make the changes, and then they have oversight from the legislature. So it would be that if the commission votes to change the half mile to a quarter mile, that doesn't have to go through the legislature.
Okay, I did some investigating as well, Kevin, after we discussed it. And yes, I thought the legislature had made that change. It was actually a commission. Now the legislature can step in on any topic at all and
right.
make policy, but yeah, it would be heard by the commission. It's supposed to be, from what I hear, going to be heard at the next commission meeting.
Right,
we need to let people know, and people need to get out there and raise holy hell.
Sure, because they're going to have public comment and everything else. So it's people need to get out there, and it doesn't matter whether you're a CCA member, supporter, or not. TRCP, whoever you support or don't support, if you care about recreational fishing, you need to get involved in this because this is an uphill battle, and every little bit's going to help.
Yes, and apparently the governor is not in your corner on this.
No, he's not in. Yes, and I'm gonna, since I understand he's got a mean streak and doesn't like when people say bad things about him, and I don't want to end up as crab bait somewhere. So, but yes, he is. He's not a huge supporter of recreational fishing, and he sure as hell doesn't know how to pick out a live tiger to bring to the stadium at LSU. I mean,
all right.
I mean, that's
two
a fact.
strikes
I mean,
against me.
did you see that? Did you see that stupid looking tiger last year they brought?
No, but I heard about it.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. So, but hey, when your polling numbers are in the when your positive approval rating is at 37%, you'll try anything, and I can tell him that obviously did not work. So, you think I'll be alive tomorrow, Todd? Oh, crap,
I hope so, Kevin. I'm praying for
check
you.
out Marshman. Check out Marshman Mass on YouTube. We're out of time, and God bless everybody. Enjoy the weekend out there. It's going to be beautiful, windy the next couple of days, but go out and catch some fish, and we'll see you next Thursday for the Let's Go Fishing radio show right here on Talk 107.3 in Baton Rouge.
Protect your retirement. The Presley Group time, 7 o'clock.
WBRP Baker, Baton Rouge, WTGE